Hello collective, welcome back to the channel. I am jumping back on to bring you some messages about the eclipse that's happening. Now, I have been busy with other things and I still have some other projects to do, but I'll try and get on once a week because your beautiful messages about, oh, I miss your readings. So thank you very much. I'm going to try and jump on and get one out a week for you guys. This is only temporary while I have to get some other projects and put energy into some other things. But I'm going to jump on when it's important or when I get a download or from spirit, okay? So thank you for your patience and support, continued support. But I am trying to bring out some other really exciting things for you guys. Now, let's talk about this big eclipse that's happening. I have some information and we'll get some cards for you. We have a total lunar eclipse on the 7th in Pisces. Now, Saturn also enters Pisces. Now, this is all about, Saturn is... we're going to revisit and unravel a lot of things in this energy, subconsciously, but also your blueprint, and it's about what you're building for your future. So there's a lot to get through here, so just bear with me. We've got Uranus, which stations retrograde now as well, this weekend actually. So this is where you'll go into, or people will go into like a rebellious energy, okay? Particularly all the mutable signs. This retrograde is reflection and refinement. It's also revelation, and it's also, you're going to be focused on what's not working on or in your path, okay? On your path, in your path, on your path, all of that. So we have got some, and these are big energies. Remember, eclipse energies are like a tornado. Just imagine the energy of a tornado coming in to really shake things up. Okay, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, because it is time for that next natural evolution. They are calling this a very sobering eclipse with reality checks, because it's about building your future and your new blueprint coming in. So these reality checks, and it's about commitment, discipline, and grind to push through the fear, the subconscious triggering, and all. So it's the heavy stuff. That's why I jumped on, guys. All right. So it is going to expel illusions, delusions. Hang on, I wrote down a couple here. Procrastination, illusions, escapism. It's all fear, burnout, where you're burnt out, and we'll call it intoxicated within a cycle or yourself or a situation or a belief system, you know, like when you're spinning wheels and you cannot break free from cycles. These are really going to hit hard. And Saturn, like Pisces, rules illusion, okay? And Saturn is there to bring in the boundaries and the building that you couldn't do. Okay, so we can utilize this really well to stop cycles. Like Saturn's going to come in and like put the brakes, restrict, you know, make you stop, face, look, and everything that you've been hiding behind. It's here, it's written. So, and because you're coming to those last karmic completions, where you need to face things, why you need to face things, and look at the unknown and the possibilities out there, which will help you bring change and pull you out of the fear of the cycle. It's and also it's going to hit aspects. Where am I reacting or responding? Okay, so lots going on here. It seems to be really focusing in on you. Where are you keeping stuck within yourself, mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually? Where are projects half finished? Where do we use excuses? Boundaries you said you'd keep. All these things are going to start showing up in your face. You know, when you're like, I suppose we call it the I'm gonna, or I did, but, you know, these are all going to really come to the forefront, plus your hopes and dreams. And they're going to kind of collide in a way because, you know, all the illusions coming to the forefront, the Saturn, the reality, the restrictor, and then the ability to say, okay, here's your dream. What are you doing about it? You know, it's that building your new blueprint and committing and the discipline. So it's big, big stuff. So anything you're hiding behind, or these illusions you're living under, they're going to become a big issue. And the lunar is all about relationships. This one's all about relationships. Now, relationships are actual relationships to people, to yourself, to the world. And relationship means the giving and the receiving. You know, you're interacting between two energies, right? So Virgo versus Pisces in this, there's a spotlight on control and trust. And there's also a big spotlight on Virgo versus Pisces, relationship to your health, your body, your spirit, your everything. You are in relationship with everything because you are energy. Your energy and your vibration affects everyone and everything. Plants, trees, the environment, people, the home, the energy in the home, the vibration of the collective consciousness. Oh, truth's coming out. Truth for rebirth. See? And inspiration and divine wisdom. And it's so funny because there's a saying that there's this Virgo versus Pisces energy. One is set in structure, disciplined, and it's health and balance. And then Pisces is the illusion, the delusion, okay? The freedom, the not holding it. So one's like when you can hold a cycle, sustain a cycle. Pisces is all over the place, okay? In energy, like a freedom energy, like a quantum energy. All right, so they are clashing and coming into reality where all that is happening, all right? But there is a saying, as I was saying, and what is it? Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And that is kind of like a little, that really stands true to the energy that we're experiencing between Virgo and Pisces at this stage. All right. So truth about nurturing. Now, nurturing is the mind, the body, the health, where you're being nurtured, where you're not being nurtured, where flexibility under rebirth. So this is trusting the unknown, having faith. Where are you flexible? Where is that control and excuse me, and surrender, trust and faith, you know? That when we go into that, we go into all of our fears. And the unknown is probably the most scary for most people. Even when you do healing, the unknown is probably the biggest fear. All right. But remember, you are supposed to commit to the dream now and do it. That's what this is. This is what these tornadoes are going to bring in, and you've heard other people say, you know, the closing of doors this month. The closing of doors, because the universe says we're going to shake this up. We're going to show you, expel illusions, delusions. We're going to show you procrastination. We're going to show you all this stuff, half-finished projects, excuses, all this spiritual bypassing is another one of them that is really, really going to be shown up in this energy. Spiritual bypassing is, you know, not doing the work, half doing the work, okay? Talking it and not actually doing it. You know, a spiritual bypassing can be what you do with yourself, changing programs, cycles, routines and things like that. You know, it's hard to sustain. How hard is it to sustain exercise? How hard is it for some to sustain a diet or healthy living or eating, or, you know, we all have this, you know. So these things are really coming into, and where you're burnt out and where you are in very toxic energy is going to become very sobering for you. They are keep calling this the sobering eclipse, and the reality checks and the commitment to the divine and the discipline now to put in the grind. Ooh, that they were the words that see, what we've got here is flexibility under rebirth, inspiration and play, seeing the joy in things, the innocent, the playfulness, the ease, you know, the faith of the divine. And under divine wisdom, we have life purpose. It's very clear. Coming to peace with that, visualizations, and about to have the biggest spiritual awakening. Now, on that, we've got family, but family to me is relationships to everyone and everything, and even yourself, how you treat yourself, okay? Meditation time out. This is that, look at all that energy, eclipse energy around you, clearing illusions, delusions, clarity, relationships, creativity, love, universal light, alignment, forgiveness, letting go. That's control versus freedom, letting go and surrendering what is and what is no longer. Having determination. The angels and the masters are coming in. They are going to ground you into Mother Earth. They are going to be communicating with you your new blueprint. It's big. It's big, big, big. So the I am presence is reclaiming you and taking that new blueprint, the whole new you. You are not the old you. You are not the new you. You have been right in the middle, and everyone's been feeling it. Lost. I've been doing so many clients, and that's why I've had to take a break. I've got too many things on. Clients, healings. I am still working every day, and that's why I've had to pull back a little bit. Balancing the health, the energy, the tiredness, because I'm going through a shift as well. And sometimes that energy wobbles, and everybody has cleaning up to do of mental, emotional, physical and spiritual, and closing out contracts, particularly if you're coming towards a birthday. Psychic development, holistic health. So you have to get your health in order, your energy in balance, and then those psychic premonitions, knowings will come in. Personal power, get your personal power back. Listening to the universe, working on the self-mastery, getting yourself in alignment. Inner strength, a new light. See these dreams? Dreams. Remember we said about what are your hopes and dreams? So they're coming through, getting things into balance, yin and yang. You have to actually move on them now. Abundance, soul healing, and inner child. I want to say one thing. This inner child, it seems to me that everyone coming for readings, healings, or just anyone you talk to, this year is 2025 is a 9, it is completion. It's completion of the last 10 years, but it's also complete. You've had the year, birthday to birthday completing. There's a 1 cycle. We've got a 10-year cycle completing, and we've also got the South Node from birth to now. So some of you are dealing with your biggest soul Chiron wounding, inner child that you came here for, into life to heal, solve. It'll be your biggest wound, your biggest, deepest wound ever, or childhood wound. It'll be connected to past life. Whether you believe in it or not is irrelevant. If it's present life for you, there is going to be, and this is how you close it out, and you have to go through it, and then you move into your new blueprint, the North Node. Shine your light. Radical expansion. Stepping through paradigm shift. There's our confirmation. Balancing forces, realm bridger, and life force energy. And a lot of people are really struggling with life force energy right now, and energies, because they're shifting, they're changing, and also they're going to another frequency, and also there can be a depletion, like a closing out, a shutting down of old energy. So you're not getting any energy, and you're trying to build energy and clear energy into a new or heightened energy. See, moving on. You're trying to get the power to move on and move through into the next paradigm or energy or alignment. But that, again, that energy at the moment, you need this spiritual strength. Call in your archangels for this transformation. See, a lot of partnerships are going to be challenged or ended or moved on from. And we have solitude here. You do need some solitude. Material and spiritual prosperity comes when you release the shadow. This is temptations. There's the, what is it? Temptations would be our excuses, our lack of boundaries, unfinished projects, our shadow, this is kind of like the devil. It's the devil card, all right? So, you know, our fears, where we restrict ourselves, where we're toxic, you know, we've all got this. We've all got this. So, yeah, look, material harvest comes after this, after you clear the shadow. Sit in solitude. See how this person, you know, people that are trying to pull you up, pull you out, help you lovingly. See? These are people who are, you know, you've fallen off the boat into the water and they're like, take my hand, grab my hand. Like, let me pull you out of the light, of the dark, or the whatever, or give you that shift, that lift, like I'm there for you energy. See, spiritual unions are coming into balance. It's all when you move through the next doorway, the next path, it's just a repeat. And the awakenings are happening about where all the distortion and all the disruption comes from, or anyone who creates that. Your intuition is going to come bang on, under balance. See, 11-2. Oh, that's good numbers. 11 and 2, intuition and balance. Archangels are coming in, spirit guides, to really take whoever's distorting this energy out, or causing it or creating it within yourself. They will help you. That could be your spirit guides as well. Anarchy on these doorways. So that would be Taurus, tornado eclipse energy. And conflict and despair on awakenings. Where are you running? Where do you need to leave? Where is ending? Where is breaking down? Where is destruction, chaos? conflict. Look, 5-5, choosing a path, getting out of this conflict. And look at the shadow. Facing your shadow, facing you. It's also a new you coming out of the dark into the light. Prosperity begins. We've got hope. We've got triumph. We've got destiny. All right? So stand your ground. You'll be dealing with a lot of deception and envy, a lot of truth, and a lot of truth requires rest and rejuvenation. It's on that card, which is what we all feel at the moment. We need a lot of solitude, a lot of rest, a lot of rejuvenation, because we are stepping into our power and we are trying to find end the old energy, create the new energy, close out the biggest wounds. You've come here in your South Node to do and be. You are changing. You are a different person, or will be. So it's a lot of universal intervention. You'll have to surrender to it and just go with it. But also, being the best you, not sitting back on the couch doing nothing. You actually have to do your spiritual work, the physical work, facing everything you need to face now. It's just about your soul's evolution. So we'll get a little bit of tarot and then I'm going to wrap it up. What is the highest and best message for the collective? The message that will be the best for the collective. We've got the King of Pentacles. We don't do gender here. Male or female, he, she, they. And then a Nine of Swords. Mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, stress, burnout, tiredness, can be sadness, exhaustion, grief, overburdened, in despair. So we'll just putting the past behind you. It can be a lot of overthinking here, okay? A lot of overdoing it, overthinking everything, overdoing everything. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. They're coming through that. They're coming out the other side, or you are. And we have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, male or female, is solid, is grounded, is stable, who does the work. A bit like what we said about the eclipse energy. It's being steadfast, solid, loyal, doing the work, building it, creating it, knowing. The King of Pentacles knows if you don't feed it, if you don't work it, if you don't build, sustain it, if you don't put energy, time, effort, and work, it doesn't grow. And it's also very steadfast and very, so it's showing me here, hang on, we'll just get Four of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Magician. Yeah, so there's a lot has been coming at this King of Pentacles, he, she, they. This is a lot of, whether they're opinions, jobs, challenges, opinions, who knows, standing steadfast, standing in their truth. The challenge here, the strength over this is to stand in your truth. Stand in your truth, stand in your power. It doesn't matter what other people want or think. Other people, it's not their life. They don't live your life. I don't care if they're family, friends, your brother, your sister, your best friend, your work colleagues, your mates, whoever. Nobody lives your life but you. Nobody goes through what you go through but you. Everybody feels things and deals with things and lives with things at different levels. You can take advice, but be discerning, and also their advice is only from their experience. Okay? You have to stand here stand in your truth, stand in your power and who you are. And you have to, all these people's opinions don't matter about you, You can take it on as information, wisdom, not some of it might be very wise. Nobody knows you more than you. I don't care who they are. Your parents don't even know you more than you, despite what we've been told. Okay? Because this is about the strength. You are a soul that continues to grow. You are a soul that has had more different experience than your parents might know you, for example. This is only an example. Let's pretend your parents know you, of course. Your siblings know you well, right? But your soul has to grow through things this lifetime at a different rate, at a different way than every single individual on this earth. Your certain people that know you, people, places, situations that know you or have known you from, let's say, birth to now, this is part of the closing out of the karmic cycle. They do know you, right? But your soul has a different path, purpose, potential of growth, and it has had different experiences to them this lifetime. So we must be very discerning. And you must come into alignment of self. Okay? That is freedom. Governing yourself. Beliefs. Okay? Now, putting the past behind you, and the Empress, male or female, is about birthing and creating. The Empress is nurturing. The Empress energy is where are things growing? Where are things being nurtured? Where are things being harvested? Nurtured, grow, turn over. Like, where am I birthing, creating, growing? Because that's what an Empress does. She grows everything around her. If it's not moving, if it's not growing, you will not be around Empress energy or Emperor. They move, they grow, they build, they birth. Season after season, everything has to continually grow. Just like a crop, just like food, we need it to continually keep growing, correct? That is the energy of an Empress. An Empress doesn't sit in stagnation. An Empress will help anybody out, but they're not going to sit around in stagnation or procrastination, because it's not the energy of the Empress, male or female. So they're not going to keep doing cycle after cycle after cycle without growth. All right. Now, being nurtured, Queen of Pentacles, we have High Priestess here, and we have manifesting, where you're nourished, where it's flourishing, where you feel nurtured. Also soulmate, soul family, connection. So hang on. So standing in your energy and your truth, gaining that strength, and over this overthinking or mental, emotional, and also that can be burnout, like where things aren't growing, you burn out, there's no energy. Like you get into what's the point? What is the point of this? It's not growing, it's not building, it's not creating, it's not like at some point you're like, oh, yeah, I'm putting the past behind me, I'm moving forward. I want to be around things that grow and build. We've also got here the Queen of Pentacles looking at the glass half empty. So you're looking at what could go wrong rather than what could go right. Secrets are about to come out. There are going to be some Akashic records, is our new blueprint, by the way. We are being handed that. It could be also secrets coming out at the right time that you needed at the right time. It's also information coming out at the right time that you will now understand. But it looks like here, someone here, the Queen of Swords, not liking the energy of that. It could be like a brutal truth communication. But no, I wouldn't call it a truth. I would say somebody, the word I'm getting is dictating. This feels like a dictatorship. Like it's a bit of a my way or the high, like, yeah, I don't know. It's a bit funny. Let's see what that is. I've just got a funny feel to it. And the High Priestess can be, it's also delivering, yeah, that's come out again. Delivering a message from the High Priestess, so from the higher up. Page and deceit, deception, self-sabotage. So this is the divine stepping in, kind of, which resonates with the eclipse energy. But it's more divine. It's more the Akashic records. Remember I talked about that inner child soul healing aspect? Well, sometimes you have to go into those Akashic records for healing and get that sort of truth. But it's also wherever you're only putting in a little bit and sabotaging or being deceived. I believe there's a message coming or a realization of where you're being deceived or decepted, or, as I said, page energy is not, it's not a big give. You know, see, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, deceit, deception, sabotage, conflict and blocked, justice, an apology, the endings and beginnings, transformation card, moving forward, waiting for ships to come in. Okay, so new beginning, overflowing abundance. The Sun card now putting in the work to collaborate and standing and building what you need to out of nowhere. All illusions are broken. Yeah, okay, I get it. I would say this is the message of the eclipse again. The eclipse is definitely delivering a big message of sabotage, deceit, deception. Page offers here about your Ten of Cups. So maybe how much effort are you putting into your happiness, your contentment, or whatever. It can also be family, friends, associations. I just think that says you're going to receive messages. It's going to be cleared up who to put work in with, who to collaborate with, and who not to. And it's a new beginning, and it's going to bring energy and sun and success. Any illusion, like this is victory over illusion, delusion, not bringing things into reality. So see healing, reevaluation, Nine of Cups, Four of Wands, and Ten of Pentacles, where you can build and grow. Basically, it's saying you're about to get the truth. And it was from the High Priestess, as in the divine, will reveal it about your security, stability, wish fulfillment, foundation. And there is a universal judgment on this, and timing and divine timing. So everything's going to come out exactly as it needs to or needed to. And that missing cup, your next spiritual journey is about to come in. And look at this, very fast out of nowhere, releasing burden, closing out cycles that have no more growth for you. And that is the Hangman. And it also could be closing out cycles that you didn't see correctly or changing your perspective. Okay. There'll be some letting go wherever there's been restriction, resistance, the World card messages, and the Fates again. So I'm going to wrap it up because it is just repeating that. So, and I'm already getting tired in this energy because that eclipse energy is intense. Look, even if you need to sleep, have solitude, get out in nature, connect, your energy is going to be really shaken up, really disturbed. And when it does, all of the shadow has to come up, or all the old woundings, or all of the old cycles into our forefront. Because if we don't see it, we can't, and it's only to bring you ace, new path, pathway, overflowing abundance, more than you thought, energy back. Let's just focus for a lot of people on finding a path, because a lot of people are like, I'm just so lost, I can't see the direction. You're not meant to at the moment. Do you think you can see where a tornado is going, see through a tornado, or what's going to happen? It's unpredictable. We have to have faith, correct? So, and then it's the fates, see? It's the fated wheel of change that will put you on a path, or bring your energy back, or give you a direction, all right, that you're not meant to see. And when you're not meant to see or know, so you keep looking behind. So when your Two of Swords is your fears, you not seeing something, or not wanting to, or not wanting change, but it also can be fear, and it can be the universe doesn't want you to know. The universe doesn't want you to see, because it doesn't want you getting in the way. It says, get out of the way, surrender, have faith, trust us. We will expose everything right at the right time. And we are closing out the energies, people, places, situations, cycles, beliefs that no longer serve you anymore, that hold you in the old South Node shadow. And that is coming in hard and fast. And just to close out, and I think I forgot to say this earlier, which I should have, we have on the 21st, we have the solar eclipse, okay? That is reset and release. That's it. Yep. All right. And it's Saturn is discipline and destiny, because it's a Saturn on the 21st. Discipline and destiny, solar eclipse, reset and release, the veil between the worlds, and the old and new energy. And yeah, this is huge. This is why I jumped on. Okay. And I also want to say from the 6th of this month, right through to November the 7th, that is going to show you where the path is not working, and you fighting back, standing up for yourself, standing in your power, which were those cards. And it's reflection, refinement, and freedom, and revelation. Okay? And where you're, and being free to go on your new you and path. And here's the thing, there are unknown possibilities. And also it's that 6th to the 7th of November is going to hit hard on your values and fighting back in those values, or on those values. So I'm going to leave it there. Have a lovely eclipse. It's eclipse season. Batten down the hatches. Okay, take care. Thank you for hitting the like button, supporting the channel, sharing the channel, and we'll see you. As I said, I'll hope to get one out a week. All right. Thank you. Bye.